What's up, everybody? So, first off, beginning this, my name is Rakia, and I made it a goal to make a video a day. I don't know how long I'm going to do it. I'm going to say at least 30 days, but I need to make one video a day. And this is that first video. So, on the very first video, we're going to just talk about the root. We're going to just talk for a minute, And for those that don't know, I'm a holistic psychologist. I know y'all know I'm an entrepreneur. I know how to get out there and get my paper. But in reference to the people and what I am for the people, I'm a holistic psychologist, me and my husband both. So we work a lot with people individually, one-on-one, helping them reach their goals, work through traumas, deal with crisis situations, how to deal with stress. Alternative means that aren't traditional in the eyes of psychology. So we incorporate with spirit, because holistic is about being whole. And everything being whole, you're not just body, you're mind, body, spirit, soul. So all of that is addressed when we come and deal with certain forms of methodology of helping people to better themselves. And something that's been on my mind a lot to talk to people about is fear, and what fear is and what fear does to us when we are in a state of fear. Personally, from personal experience, this was a very, very important lesson for me to learn. What you have to understand about fear is that emotion specifically relates to your root chakra. Your chakras are your energy centers within your body. We'll go over that maybe in another video. That may be another topic. But you have the major ones that most discuss and talk about is 7. So there's the main ones. I'm not saying it's just 7. You have a 7 system, a 9 system, 12, 13, and a lot smaller ones that, make up a whole lot more that's a part of that same system. But you have a subtle energy body. So your body itself, you have a part of you that is dealing with your energy on an energy level. Now, your root chakra is connected to the emotion of fear. Now, fear, as we can say, is false evidence appearing real. Or we could say fear is fuck everything and run. The reason why we say that is because when you're dealing with fear, what happens? Your root chakra is your foundation. It's red, is represented by the color red, the frequency red, as in pertaining to your blood, your life force, because at the root, the base of everything, the first thing you have to learn about is survival. How do you survive? So it's related to your physical body, and by it being your root, it's connected to the earth. So it has a relation to your mother, being nurtured, how much you're nurtured, your relationship with your mother can affect your root chakra. But when you're dealing with the root and you're dealing with fear and how fear affects your chakra, your root chakra, see, all your chakras are connected to glands and organs. So when certain emotions occur, certain things happen, certain glands release and regulate the body with hormones, right? So fear, the root, is connected to the adrenal glands. Now, your adrenal glands sits on top of your kidneys. They sit on top of your kidneys. Now, we got the adrenal. So we know when we're dealing with the adrenals, we're dealing with survival. We're dealing with fight or flight. Because in this moment, when you kick your adrenal gland up, when you release that adrenaline and you have to respond, you're either responding because you're in a state of danger. You're in a state of danger. Your survival is being questioned. Okay? So you fight or flight. So when our minds go into a state of stress and we say, we feel stressed, or, we deal with all type of stressful thoughts and situations and have anxiety, And really, a lot of times we get this anxiety dealing with situations that haven't even really occurred. It's just fear of the worst. So your adrenals get this message from your brain, because your brain is saying, hey man, we got to kick it up a notch. Okay, we dealing with a stressful situation here. Our foundation, our survival is being threatened. Okay, so everything becomes colored by that red lens, by that red chakra. And so what happens, your body is preparing, right? But you're not really physically fighting or flighting. You're not running. You're not really using that energy. So what happens to it? Well, it goes in your blood and it stays there. So it becomes toxic. So that's why doctors say, hey, stress will kill you. Always remember, stress, you can't be stressed. You know, stress does things to the body that we cannot explain. And that's because when you stress and your body goes into this response and that cortisol is released, it suppresses your immune system, because your defense mechanism now is going to your blood, because you need that, because you got to get ready to run and you trying to, you got to do all that. So you need your blood to be flowing to deliver that oxygen to your muscles. That's what you need. But remember, you're not really doing these things. So you're getting a buildup within your actual body. And it becomes unhealthy. It creates an unhealthy balance within your body. You get an overactive adrenal. The adrenal affects the blood pressure. You see what I'm saying? It also shares a connection with the thyroid, which is connected to the throat chakra. So everything is related. So you don't need to be fearful. So understand that fear is a necessary emotion. But society has overstimulated you. And we're constantly living in a state of fear. So when you're living in a state of fear, you completely out of balance. From the ground up, already at the root, nothing is already going to manifest for you in the manner that you want it to, because you already clogged up at the root. Because it's harder for you to see things from a place of love when you're in a sense of survival. You can't really, it's kind of really hard to do that. So the key is, you got to get all that balanced out. You got to deal with all that emotion that you've been holding in, and you got to release. You got to learn how to become more mindful. Instead of having your mind full, be mindful. Just be in the moment right now. Right now. I mean, yeah, your bank account might be empty, and your light bill might be due in 2 weeks, and you might don't know how you gonna get it because you don't have no job. But right now in this moment, you gotta be right now in this moment. Because if you already take your mind to not being able to pay that bill, you're already taking yourself through it physically. Not to mention, you're going to continue to attract that same thing to yourself, because you attract what you feel. So I said all that to say that we have to really learn how to have a healthy way of dealing with our fears. And fear is only a representation of the unknown. Fear comes out of what we don't know, because I don't know if I'm going to get that money for that light bill. So I don't know if my lights are still going to be on. I don't know if I'm going to get this job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this business venture is going to work out. I don't know if I try this, is it going to work? But if you don't try it, you always got to remember, if you don't try, if you don't do it, then of course it's not going to happen. So you can't make fear make you paralyzed. You can't not do it at all. You got to try. You got to at least try. But see, it's methods and it's means for you to deal with those negative thoughts that you're thinking, because you're supposed to be in control of your mind. I mean, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I dealt with a situation today, man, that just hurt my feelings so bad, man. It hurt my feelings, because it didn't go how I wanted it to go, or it was totally unexpected. I wasn't expecting to take that loss, but I did. But I looked at it like, well, man, all I could do is just focus on making a comeback from that. I can't really dwell on that. All I can really do is move forward. And I know that in me has changed. My ability to handle situations, deal with crisis, deal with when bad things go on. Sometimes, man, you do just gotta cry about it. Sometimes the energy do call for that. It just depends on what it is, because it's all really interrelated, to be honest, So at the end of the day, you just don't ever give up on yourself. You know what I mean? People who do things and we feel like they're impossible, or, you know, we feel like we can't do it, then you have to really turn and look at yourself inwardly and ask yourself why you feel that way. Why you don't feel like you're deserving. Why aren't you deserving of happiness? Why don't you deserve to be happy? Why can't things go right for you? Why are you consistently in your mind always delivering doubt, always delivering discouragement to yourself? To yourself now. If you talk to yourself that way, I can only imagine what the world is projecting back to you. Because it's going to come back to you. Because it all starts with you. It all begins with you and what you perceive. So you got to change your mind, change your life. You know, that's the key. And it's not going to be easy. It ain't about nothing being easy. But at the end of the day, it is simple. It is simple. You just got to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? You know, how much do you want to be at peace? You tired of fighting within yourself? I know I got tired of fighting within myself. You have to get tired of it. So, but that's my daily rant video. So, I don't know. Maybe this will grow into something and we'll call this something one day. I don't know. But I just had to share my piece on that because the whole theme around fear has been kind of plaguing at me. So, I wanted to kind of speak my piece and get that off my heart and put that out there for somebody who might need to hear it. Peace.